time for truly exceptional value. It is presented by IKEA. Let's focus in on this Denver squad. So they start 1-5. They gave up a 70 burger, as Steve Mariucci would call it, to the to the Miami Dolphins in week number 3. They're on a 5-game winning streak that ties for the longest active in the NFL with the Philadelphia Eagles. Explain, isn't it wild? I saw the stat and I was like, that can't be real. And then I double checked. Not that I needed to check research, but the point is, it's true. How do you explain this turnaround?
Well, it's tough because, it's hard to see what this offense for the Denver Broncos looked like last year with Nathaniel Hackett running it, and then how it looked early this year. You just didn't think that they would get themselves together, but obviously you got Sean Payton, and he knows how to get Russell Wilson back into playing football at a high rate. But Russell Wilson, whenever he gets in trouble, guys, Courtland Sutton is who he's looking for.
Yeah,
every single time. The guy has 8 touchdowns, and now that big body that we've seen him show over the past few years is now starting to just hurt defensive secondaries. And Russell is one of the best deep ball throwers of the football in our game, putting the ball up and allowing Courtland Sutton to come down with it, and he's that coverage dictator for this offense. And then Russell's getting back to that, guys, running the football. And I know when we were in Seattle, and I say we because I was there with him for a little bit, we was in Seattle, the whole thing was let's let Russ cook, let Russ cook. Well, letting Russ cook was all about Russell Wilson throwing the football. It wasn't necessarily about winning football games. Right now, Russell's averaging about 200 passing yards a game. That's similar to what he was in 2012 and 2013 when we were winning Super Bowls and going to championships with the Seattle Seahawks. Sean Payton has done a great job getting Russell back to being Russell Wilson.
David, let's drill in on the Sean Payton effect of it all. You mentioned Imrov, Nathaniel Hackett last season. It didn't quite work out, and then Sean Payton had some comments this year. They didn't start well, but with this turnaround, how much do we need to give Sean Payton his flowers for what he's done to re-energize this team?
I give him all the flowers. I love that Sean Payton is back. Like you talked about Russ being back to maybe his old self. Russ looks healthy. He looks in shape. He looks moving around well. Sean Payton is back. Sean Payton, for me, was always a top 5 play caller in this league. Yeah. And now I think after going through some of the early turbulence in Denver, having to make some changes after they gave up 70 points to Miami on defense, playing some younger guys, keeping the veteran guys on that side of the ball, I think he's brilliant. Against the Browns, they really did an excellent job. They didn't really put Russ in a position where he was going to hurt the team or that he had to make these hero plays. All those plays that he made with his legs came off of, some pretty good football plays. Schematically, they had some nice runs. Sean's brilliant. He's doing a really good job with this group. There's a reason Russ is cooking. It's because Sean, audible system-wise, a lot of good audibles in that game against Cleveland. They're playing some really good football, and over the course of the next month or so, they're going to be right where they want to be.
And Sean Payton understands to get the best out of Russell Wilson, you have to have a run game. Those double teams getting up to the second level, you have to have a run game so the play-action game can be the explosive passing game for this Russell Wilson offense. This Denver Broncos team rushes the ball for almost 116 yards a game. They can continue doing that. Then, Russell can cook in his own little way.
He's looked good. The running game has looked good.
It's fun to see the Denver Broncos in this conversation.